and welcome back to a new video on my YouTube channel. Today me and Bess are going to our first show of the year, which will be very exciting. It is at Arneberg and we are riding 1 meter since it is our first show of the year and we haven't been to a competition since November, I believe, if I'm not wrong. My dad is picking me up with the horse box any minute now. Everything is packed and ready, and so it's gonna be very exciting. I'm hoping for a nice and good round just to get the season started. So yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a voiceover now, but here you can see from when we were on our way to the show, and then I started to tack up Bessa. Here you can see the outfit for today. She was very chill and nice. Here you can see a video from the round. So I was very happy with this round and she felt incredible, but I did have a bit too much contact, and yeah, I was just a bit too strong in my hands, but I am very happy with her. She did get a bit tired towards the end, but overall she jumped incredible and very happy with her. As you can see, she's pretty relaxed and jumping incredibly good. Here we are struggling a little bit with the canter, and I think this was from the jump off, I believe, or no, maybe not, just kidding. The jump off is starting after this fence, but after this fence she actually started to get pretty tired, so I got a little bit stressed. Here you can see I'm struggling a little bit with her pulling her head down, but I got it back up, and then I am just a bit too much in my hand, but yeah, I did manage to loosen up the last stride. Here I had a bit more leg on, and then we jumped the rest of the round. We went clear and we also got placed, which were very good, and yeah, very happy with that. I wasn't actually expecting to be placed. To sum up everything, I am very happy with her and it feels so good to be back, and yeah, I just love riding this horse. She just gives me an amazing feeling, and yeah, Bessa will forever be very special to me. She is a very special horse and I love her so much. And then we tacked her off and I cooled her off, and then we drove home again. So yeah, it was a succeed day. What a waste. So I am home again and Bessa is here eating some hay. Very satisfied with herself. And I also got a new wheelbarrow, which my dad helped me set up. So this is a bit bigger than the other one I have, so it's gonna be very nice to finally have a big wheelbarrow again. Yeah, I did not film a lot because I was honestly a little bit nervous. I mean, it's our first show back, so I was kind of a little bit nervous. I am always a bit extra nervous on like the first show of the year, but it went great and I'm so happy, and it's so nice to finally be back and showing again. And yeah, overall very proud of Bessa, and I'm happy that she feels good, and you know, she's on fire, and yeah, she's just incredible. I mean, I am not 100% satisfied with my own riding. It felt a lot worse than it looked, I would say, so that is obviously good because I felt like I rode so bad, but when I looked at the video I feel like it wasn't that bad. And I was actually going to film with my helmet cam to like attach it here, but I was just so stressed and it just felt like too much to think about that as well, so I just skipped it because I got so stressed, and yeah, I just wanted to get over with it. But yeah, as I said, I'm always a little bit extra nervous on the first show of the season, but now it's done, and yeah, it felt really good. It was very cozy, and yeah, we even got placed, which were very nice and not really expected, or I mean, I wasn't riding to be placed. I just wanted a nice clear round, which we got, but it was enough to get placed, so that was very fun. And I also got a I don't know what these are called, but like to put around your neck to keep you warm, but I already have one of these and I think they are great, so it's very nice to have two because I absolutely love these. So yeah, very nice competition, very nice horse, everything was very nice and cozy, so absolutely I'm very happy with her. I'm very happy with the day overall, and I am not doing very much more today. I was planning to film a lot more, but yeah, it was just too stressful for me. But I tried to film as much as possible, and yeah, but what I'm gonna do today is muck out these stables and maybe give Tia a ride. We'll see. I'm gonna go inside now for a bit first, and then yeah, also gonna fill in some more shavings. So there is a little bit on the list. I've already prepared all of the hay because I knew I was going to be a bit tired after the show, which I always am. So I just meal prepped everything because I can't bother to go and get the hay after a show. So everything is prepared and all of that. Hi everyone, it is actually a couple days later now since the competition. The vlog ended up a lot shorter than expected or what I wanted it to be, so I am filming a little bit today. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to say. I feel like I've gone through my thoughts of the show and everything. Today it is Monday, and I did all of the stable work this morning, and then we had dinner and went to my grandparents and all of that, and then I am back now to ride Bese and long rein Tia. So I honestly hate to ride and work out my horses in the evening, but it is still light and they have to be ridden today, so evening session it is. Not a huge fan of that, but it has to be done. The horses here are enjoying some hay. And they have a lot of new shavings as well. She wants to get scratched in her neck. This is her favorite spot. And then we have Tia here, which is getting long-reined today. Hey? Oh, please don't do that. So yeah, and then we have Bulle here. Bulle! Hey! Hey! He's also enjoying some dinner. It's really giving like a summer evening, and I can't believe how much it's dried up here because it was a huge puddle here, almost like a whole ocean. So it's finally pretty dry. Ignore my hand. But yeah, lovely weather, very nice and cozy. I'm not really sure what the next show is actually. There is the Arneberg show that I was talking about, which we are hopefully going to. We are actually struggling a little bit because Bulle and Cloudy will be home when we are away, but we actually don't have anyone to keep an eye on them and feed them and take care of them while we are gone. So that is a bit of a problem, and we are not sure how to fix that. Grandparents are not available when we are gone, but I really hope we figure it out because I was looking so much forward to this competition, and especially with Tia and seeing how she would be at a stay-away show and all of that, and overall just get started with the season a bit more. We competed 1 meter this weekend, but we are probably doing 1 meter 10 at our next competition, but it was just to, slowly build up her body and everything, since it's a while since she jumped, so I don't want to rush it too much and then she gets injured or anything. Her body needs to get used to jumping more again, and she was so tired after this weekend and after a round. I mean, like after fence number 9 she was really tired, and she felt pretty done, but there were actually more fences coming, so yeah, we need to build up her body and strength and everything. There is a lot to work on, and I can definitely feel like we are not 100% where we left last year. She was incredible this weekend, but I can really tell that I am struggling a little bit with I don't really finish in my hand before the jump, so I kind of get like the contact is just a bit too much, and I should really give her a bit more space and a bit more rein, and don't I have to work on not being too hard in my hands basically, but it is very hard because she is very strong, even though it doesn't look like she's going that fast, but on top it feels like we're going like 150 miles per hour. When I'm on, it feels like it's going super fast and everything, and then I look at the video and it's actually going a bit too slow. So we definitely have to work on that again. I was struggling a little bit with that last year, that I am a bit too, I have a bit too much in my hands, and I need to let go a little bit and have a bit more leg on, but I feel like I honestly think it's easier to ride when it is more like 1m10, 120, because especially in the 120 I feel like I am a lot better at giving her a lot more space, and I am not too hard in my hands, and I actually can keep on leg. And even though she's pretty strong and all of that, she's actually a horse that needs to be ridden with a lot of leg for her to jump better, to kind of frame her a bit more in. Her hind end can be a bit all over the place sometimes, so yeah, I really have to work on, you know, keeping my hands soft and forward, and also keeping my leg around her, and, you know, creating this frame around her so her hind just doesn't keep sliding all over the place. So yeah, there is a bit, some bits to work on since the last season, of course. But yeah, this round was mostly just to get started. I did not really care about the result. I just wanted a nice round and have a nice pop around, which we definitely did, and we even got placed, so that was very fun. And yeah, I am just incredibly happy with her, and I feel very lucky to be able to ride such an incredible horse. I mean, when I was riding in the warm-up, and I was just thinking like, how lucky am I to be able to ride and such an amazing horse. Not only is she just incredible in the show ring, but she is just so deeply and amazingly kind in the everyday life, and with everything, like nothing is an issue, or yeah, she's just kind throughout everything, and that is incredible. She's so nice to travel with, and yeah, overall just incredible. She doesn't buck, she doesn't do anything stupid, she never puts a foot wrong. So yeah, just having a horse that is so nice to travel with and have in the everyday life is just, yeah, amazing. And yeah, feel very lucky to have, and very kind horse as well, that does not only jump good but also is kind in the everyday things. So this show I actually jumped her with the bit that I've always used on her, the rubber bit Pessoa thing, and I did actually take the not really sure what the word is in English, but I don't know, delta thing, the thing you use on Pelham bits, for example, just because I felt like, I don't know, I just did not like that 100% on her, so I took that off. I'm gonna get going now, and I have to hurry up and ride these horses before it gets dark. The clock is actually 8, which is not very good. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed today's vlog, and feel free to leave a comment or like and subscribe if you haven't already done that, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye!